Dreaming of Japan in the spring? Who isn't, right? It's an absolutely incredible experience, but turning that dream into a reality, well, that takes a smart plan. So let's build that plan together. Think of this as your essential checklist for an unforgettable 10-day trip.
And this quote, it just gets right to the heart of the challenge, doesn't it? This beautiful, fleeting moment is exactly what you're trying to see, but here's the thing, it's a moving target. You have a window of maybe 10 days, and you've got to plan for that, sometimes months or even a year in advance.
So this is the question that probably keeps you up at night, right? Have I booked the right week? Because let's be real, booking the wrong week doesn't just mean you miss the best flowers. It means you kind of miss the entire point of a spring trip to Japan. So let's make absolutely sure you get it right.
Okay, so step one, and honestly, this is the most critical one. Getting the timing right isn't just important, it is literally the foundation your whole trip is built on. We have to make sure it's solid.
You have to understand this. What worked for your friend last year, or what you read on some blog post from 2 years ago, totally irrelevant now. The cherry blossom forecast, it shifts every single year based on the winter weather. So relying on old info is pretty much the fastest way to a disappointing trip.
This slide really nails the difference between, just hoping for the best and having a real strategy. The common mistake? Booking flights way back in October when they seem cheap, and then just crossing your fingers. The smart plan is the complete opposite. You wait for those first official forecasts to come out, you check them, and then you book. It's such a simple change, but it makes all the difference in the world.
All right, let's move on to step 2. Once you've got your timing locked in, you have to think about the pace. A rush trip is just a wasted trip, let's be honest. So this step is all about building an itinerary that lets you actually experience Japan, not just, see it from a distance.
And this here, it just brilliantly illustrates the two different heartbeats of Japan. Tokyo, it's all about that rush of energy, the sheer scale and speed. You don't fight it, you just ride the wave. But Kyoto is the complete opposite. It demands that you slow down. It's about finding that depth in the quiet moments, right? Like a temple visit at dawn or a silent walk through the bamboo. Trying to do both cities at the same breakneck pace, it just doesn't work.
Which brings us to this one, crucial number 3. This is your golden rule for pacing. You've got to plan for a bare minimum of 3 full days in each big city, like Tokyo and Kyoto. Anything less, and you're just going to be ticking boxes from a bus window. 3 days. That gives you time to get a little lost, to discover something totally unexpected, and to actually be there.
Okay, so you know when you're going, you've got your pace figured out. Now let's talk about getting around. Mastering transport. Look, it's not just about saving money. It's about saving your most valuable resource on any trip, your time.
And here it is, the great debate, the Japan Rail Pass. It feels like this must-have, right? Like something every tourist just buys automatically. But do you actually need one? The answer is, well, it completely depends on your specific route.
Just look at the raw numbers here. A simple round trip between Tokyo and Kyoto, well, that costs almost half the price of this 7-day pass. The pass only really starts to make financial sense when you start adding more long-distance bullet train trips to your itinerary. So here's the deal. Before you even think about clicking buy, map out your major train journeys. Are you going from Tokyo to Kyoto, and then maybe on to Osaka or Hiroshima and then back again? Okay, then the pass is probably your best friend. But if you're just sticking to Tokyo and Kyoto, buying individual tickets is going to save you a whole lot of money. Okay, but for all your local travel, we're talking the subways in Tokyo, the buses in Kyoto, an IC card like a Suica or Pasmo is absolutely non-negotiable. It's just a simple, rechargeable tap-and-go card. My advice? Get one the second you land at the airport. It is your key to moving around the cities like you live there, instead of wasting precious time as a tourist fumbling for change at a ticket machine. All right, we've covered the logistics. Now for what I think is the most important part. This is how you take a good trip and turn it into an unforgettable one. It's all about finding those experiences that aren't on the top 10 list you find online.
I mean, just think about this. Not just seeing a temple, but seeing Fushimi Inari at dawn, when the only sound is the birds and your own footsteps on the path. Not just eating amazing food, but actually learning to make it from someone whose family has been perfecting it for generations. I mean, come on, these are the moments that really stick with you.
And really, that's what it all comes down to, isn't it? You can see the famous sights from a distance, or you can find a way to step right inside the frame. Seeking out these local, authentic experiences, that's what closes the gap.
So, there you have it. That's your checklist. 4 simple but really powerful steps. 1.
Get the timing right by watching that forecast. 2. Set a pace that allows for depth, not just ticking off cities. 3. Make smart transport choices based on what you're actually doing. And most importantly, number 4. Seek out the experiences that happen beyond the pages of a guidebook.
You see, ultimately, this whole plan isn't about restriction, it's about freedom. It gives you the freedom to find your version of Japan. That quiet temple, that perfect bowl of ramen you stumble upon, that sunrise over a mountain trail. This checklist, it just clears the logistical path so you can focus on the discovery. So the only question left is, which Japan will you find?